Oh, is that a cop? I guess that's a cop that just, suddenly happens to be put in the spotlight right on me. That's real. And that's what happens. Not by coincidence. Although some would have me thinking I'm fucking crazy. Some would have me second guess myself and assume I must be just a mentally ill schizo, because, what are the chances that the same cops who pull the same fucking bullshit shenanigans and just happen to be in the weirdest right place at the right time, at the oddest times, are all of a sudden right at my route of entering my spot where basically it's my hideout. I live in the middle of the freeway, and they just happen to be cruising around this little area, driving slowly and putting their spotlight on me as soon as I get to my point where I run through the hole in the fence, and then usually I run across the freeway. But obviously I'm not going to do that now because I'm not trying to voluntarily give myself a ticket and get hassled and probably, get shaken down and felt up and manhandled and talked down to and humiliated and belittled and, all that fun stuff. And then possibly, if they feel like it, because I probably have a missed court date, and I for sure, have things on me that they could give me a misdemeanor for. So if these were particularly major assholes, they could actually turn my already shitty night into a extraordinarily shitty night, where I would be spending 6 hours in booking just waiting to get out so I could walk a couple miles back to this same spot right here, which happens, I don't know, once a month, sometimes twice a month on average, although I feel like it's been less in recent months, maybe like half that. So like once every couple months I'll get arrested over some ridiculously balderdash reasons, just total fucking hobsgobble. You know what I'm talking about? Complete frumperwubby. Yeah, I'm talking about full-on humperdinkles. I'm talking about full-blown frog aids. I'm talking about 24/7 shenanigans. I'm talking about professional malarkey. I'm talking about I'm talking about this ain't your grandpa's fucking nonsense. This ain't your fucking grandpappy's shenanigans. This ain't your grandpappy's grab ass days. No, these are serious, full impact, fully armed and fucking ready to go goddamn motherfucking episodes of fuckery I'm dealing with here. These are just the worst kind of terminal bullshit. Okay, I'm talking about deadly, fatal if exposed for even more than a second, uh, um, horse apples. All right, I'm talking about do not get within 500 feet, keep children away 24/7, 7 days a week. Um, I'm out of fucking, oh my God, my vocabulary. And this is the first time. I'm not gonna be able to. I honestly can't blame it on the biological warfare, the mysterious fucking disease weapon, whatever. I don't even know how to describe that thing because it's not a disease. Anyway, it's some kind of biological chemical agent thing, somewhere in between those two things. It's not really completely a bioweapon, and it's definitely not a chemical weapon like anyone would imagine a chemical weapon to be, but it is probably comprised of chemicals. But anyway, whatever they use that fucks me up most of the time, it really scatters my brain. Like, it gets me fucking all Space Cadet-y, and conveniently it gets me talking and acting like the average person would assume a homeless drug addict would be talking and thinking. So that just works out just fine and nifty, that works out just perfect for me to never escape this situation because everybody assumes, oh, that's just the normal way that person should be acting and talking. And not only does it scatter the brains and fuck up your head, it also makes you super exhausted. It wears you out. It kind of tires you out, makes you sore. And so I'm not going to go beyond my abilities or means. I'm not going to push myself harder than I can possibly already be going in order to explain myself to people. I've already been through that. And that's like that's amateur shit. That's fucking rookie shit. And all that happens is you end up burning yourself out, embarrassing yourself, and feeling really stupid. And nobody learns anything. Nobody is able to help you because you're you're in effect serving your enemy's purpose by looking crazy and out of sorts and just kind of scaring people off and confirming their preconceived notions about you that have been basically cooked up and spoon-fed to them over time by way of media and society. So basically you just you fill the you're filling the shoes that they gave you, and nothing, it helps nothing. It probably hurts, if anything. If you mention anything about any certain keywords, GS or anything related to that, in hopes that maybe somebody will do some research or maybe happen to find some clues that are actually helpful, which I wouldn't even know where to find those because it's not on the internet. Pretty much look on the internet with any of those keywords and it's just a minefield of misdirection and fuckery. So yeah, good luck if anyone does take that extra step to fucking try and do some research based on what you're telling them. They're just going to get more misinformation, and you're basically helping to spread the lies that are ultimately hurting you. So I'm not really sure what a person can do to help themselves other than try to do as little as humanly possible, because doing anything seems to work against you. Kind of like a Chinese finger trap, but in the extreme. If a Chinese finger trap could be abstractly applied to every aspect of life, Not just the physical action of pulling your fingers apart, but like psychological, mental stuff too. The harder you struggle, the harder you brainstorm, the harder you try and make attempts to achieve any kind of win in this game, uh, the harder you will score points for the other team, inadvertently. Hopefully inadvertently. I mean, I can't imagine voluntarily trying to beat yourself even more than if you're like me, you're already getting beat. I mean, that's beyond masochistic. That's kind of like that new philosophy, accelerationism. Just trying to speed up the apocalypse and everything in society that's going crazy right now, with the economy and the COVID stuff and like all the deception and the media and the disinfo and, like I said, the economy and the wars and what else? Climate change stuff and like the I forget. I'm forgetting some major things that. AI. Hello, that's the biggest thing. The coming. Are coming overlords, who, we're just kind of like um, pathetically wishing against, hoping against hope that they're just going to have some peaceful, warmth to their robotic consciousness. And hopefully they won't see us as the disgusting, parasitic, loathsome life forms that we are. I mean, anyway, accelerationism is the idea that, if we just kind of encourage everything that's going on in society instead of fighting it and trying to do what your intuition tells you is the right thing. Like, obviously, there's a lot of messed up shit going on right now, and as a kid, like a child, or somebody naive, you would think like, oh, we should fight this, we should try and spread the word, and like, people can, rise up and we can make a change and all that. And basically, accelerationism is giving into hopelessness, letting go of hope, that exhausting, uh, stupid hope that just keeps you spinning your wheels and wasting your time and letting you down over and over again, and instead just not not joining up with the cause, and not supporting it morally. You can still have your same values and know that what's going on ain't right, and it is evil, but knowing that basically if you can't beat them, join them, and the faster we join them, the faster we let this new way have its way, the faster the end of it all will come, and thus then something new will eventually rise up after the dust settles and some kind of horrible calamity, ends basically civilization. That's what we're talking about here, is speeding society up to get to its eventual, inevitable demise. Not a decline, not a slowing down or I'm not talking about anything in waves, anything gentle here. I'm talking about a sudden cataclysm. And people can fool themselves into thinking that it's nature taking its course, but if you have eyes to see or any of the other senses that we were blessed with in this awesome life, No, in this nightmare world that we're in, if you have those senses, then I'm pretty sure you are aware that whatever the coming cataclysm is, whatever these end times are, whatever the final chapter for humans is going to be, it's going to be our own doing. And if there is something else besides us that's bringing it on, it's really well hidden, and it's using us against ourselves. So, I mean, I'm aware. I'm not going to be an apologist. I'm not going to be like uh, I'm trying to use words that I don't actually know, but it's a concept that is pretty understandable. Like, I'm not trying to be like the Jew in the concentration camp that tries to sell out his fellow Jew to win favor with the Nazis. Like, humans are pretty shitty, but it's not really our fault. Although it doesn't matter whose fault it is at this point. We've become, no good. We're corrupted. We're shitty, and I don't think there's any coming back from it. But something geared us this way. Something manipulated us into being this way. So I'll never forget that, and you shouldn't either. But there's no hope. But don't forget, we didn't do this to ourselves in the beginning. We only wrote it out and let them do it to us because we didn't know till it was too late. That's forgivable, I think, in my book. If I was in charge of things, I would forgive us. I probably wouldn't be able to help when the shit hits the fan, but I'd feel bad for us. And if I take myself out of it and try to have no feelings towards humanity, I do feel bad for us. I feel super bad for us. We were dealt a really shit hand. Some of us worse than others, but even the best life right now on this planet is probably a fucking nightmare world. I mean, whatever's running the show is really good at putting up illusions and making it look like some people are living it up, and it could seem like a life of luxury on the outside, but what seems like a life of luxury could really be literal, horrific, brutal slavery, brutal torture. And wouldn't that be the worst torture, to have it look on the outside like you got it made? I think about that sometimes. I wonder about the actors in Hollywood that are obviously so deeply enmeshed with all this fucking creepy shit, the Will Smiths and the weird events that they have to fucking carry out, and the strange circumstances around so many of their deaths. It'd be crazy to think that they really get to live the awesome lives that are portrayed in the media. It would actually make a lot of sense if they were imprisoned and trapped in some kind of nightmare world beneath that surface. I haven't really heard too many people talk about this idea, but I think about it a lot, and it's super scary.